Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm watching the Cup Series race from Atlanta. They're going to go to overtime here with the spin from Noah Gregson off of the bump of Harrison Burton going in turn 3. Got Joe Logano and Daniel Suarez on the front row. Ryan Blaney, Walsh Chastain row 2. And we got Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell row 3. I think Bubba Wallace, Alex Bowman row 4. But whoever wins this race will advance to the round of 12 and is down between Logano, Suarez, Blaney, maybe Bell. Green flag is back in the air. Ooh, a little wiggle there between the 12 and the 22. Got Team Penske on the inside, Team Trackhouse on the outside. Chastain is out of the playoffs trying to help Suarez make it to the round of 12. Ryan Blaney got damaged earlier in the race. He somehow fought his way all the way back up in here to the podium position. And Ty Gibbs got put 3 right there by Stenhouse. There goes Gibbs. He was leading the race with like 10 laps to go. Nobody's lifting. Bell lifts off Logano. Blaney does. Chastain. Oh, Chastain washed up the track. That's going to hurt Suarez. Coming to the white flag this time by. Ryan Blaney thought about making 3 wide there possibly, but he's going to push Logano. White flag is in the air. Logano, who's had an awful season, statistically, he's made the championship for it every even number year. Ever since the inception of the playoffs in 2014. Down the backstretch for the final time. He's going to be one step closer to making it to the Final Four, it looks like. Oh, contact between Elliott and Chastain. Chastain's in the wall. Oh, contact there between Bubba and Chastain. I think Bubba's about to go. Bubba's wrecking. Oh, there's Harrison Burton involved. Denny Hamlin's involved. Caution's out. Race is over. Joey Logano wins at Atlanta. He punched his ticket to the round of 12. And Denny Hamlin, Hamlin, the guy that rode in the back always, to avoid a wreck, gets up in the wreck. That's what you get, Hamlin. On to the round of 12 goes Ryan Blaney. Oh, poor Harrison Burton. He actually had a pretty good race today. And there's Hamlin. My guy did not get any stage points because he was afraid there was going to be a big wreck. And the only big wreck happened was on the last lap. And he got caught up in it. That's just unfortunate. Oh, Bubba got involved too. At least he made it across the line. Bubba, feel bad for him, but Hamlin, I don't feel bad for him at all for that. Logano's chilling on the front stretch now. Just waiting for the chaos to clear up. There's the chaos right there. Bubba's on pit road. That's Cody Ware in the 15. There's Logano sitting at the restart zone, waiting for someone to get going. Yeah, that's Harrison Burton. Still trying to get across the line there in that 21 car. But, so this was the wreck that ended the race. Contact between Elliott and Chastain. Deja vu of the spring race where Chastain dumped Elliott. There, Elliott kind of moved Chastain out of the way. Excuse me, and Stenhouse just hooked Bubba there. Really nothing he could do, honestly. See Logano blocking the lanes. And then this Chastain got hit by Elliott from a bad push. And it just got tight right here with Bubba. And then Stenhouse just did not lift. And around goes to 23. There's the 21. There's the 11. I feel bad for Chastain, though. He was going to be a good teammate and push Suarez to the round of 12. But there's contact there with Bubba and Chastain. And around goes to 23. And there's Hamlin getting a piece of it. Cody Ware got him. There's Josh Berry spinning in the 4. Todd Gillen, Zane Smith got a piece of it too. Eric Jones as well. But there's Logano burning it down for his second career win in Atlanta. Second win in the last 4 races. If it wasn't a Hendrick Gold winning, it was this man winning. I had to go into the round of 12 anyway. But I think that's about as far as he goes. Which means he doesn't have to worry about Watkins Glen or Bristol next week. Next 2 weeks. And they can get ready for Kansas. And as the tire goes down. Doesn't have to worry about Watkins Glen or Bristol. But he can go to Kansas, try to get some good points there. And possibly win Talladega to get to the round of 8. And then I have to worry about the short Roval. Like I said, if it's not a Hendrick car winning in Atlanta in the new configuration, it's been Joey Logano. But he wasn't as dominant as he was in the spring race last year. And there's Logano getting out of the car, celebrating his second win of the season. And as the fireworks go off in turn 3. getting the checker flag. But Logano's on to the round of 12. Like I said, I had him going to the round of 12. Mine, Suarez, who I had eliminated in the round of 12, almost won this thing. He almost made it to the round of 12 with that win. But the points are going to be shooken up a lot in this race. So it's going to be very chaotic heading to Watkins Glen next week. The results, I believe, are unofficial because the caution came out right as they got to the line, which I don't understand why they did that, but it is what it is. I already know about the story about Logano's starting the racing. Race Legends cars there, the little short track on the front stretch there in Atlanta, and he actually lived to the track in the suite. I think over. Yep, he just said Suite A05 for 6 years. I think he won a bunch of races on the track too. That'd be kind of cool though, honestly, to live at a track. But that's pretty cool. Not surprised at all. And they're showing there's the suite there off of turn 4. That's gotta be cool though, living at a track though. And there's the finish coming to the checkered. I still don't know why they threw the caution. They were literally like 1,000 feet from the finish line, but whatever. It's fine. It is what it is. But that beautiful blue and orange 22 car in the victory lane once again at Atlanta, and heading off into the round of 12. Which I'm not, like I said, I'm not surprised. Logano's always been pretty good at these plate races, or track races. So he's always been pretty good at those drafting races. So not surprised at all of him winning. Heading to Watkins Glen next week is going to be very, very, very interesting. Like I said, a bunch of playoff guys took hits in the points. Like I said, Denny Hamlin basically rode in the back all day. It was basically a no-show on purpose and got him nothing. He said, I believe he wanted to stay out. He was planning on staying in the back always and hoping there would be a big wreck so he could be there at the end. And guess what? The big wreck was on the last lap. And he stayed in the back and basically used up all of his point cushion, I believe, the whole race. Did not get any stage points and finished, I think, 24th is what they said. I think they finished 24th, so he's going to be right on the cutoff line heading to Watkins Glen next week, which is a shocker within itself. But I'm not too worried about Hamlin. If he has a bad race at Watkins Glen, he can fall back on Bristol and win because he won the last 2 races there at Bristol. But, yeah, just very interesting. Kyle Larson had a big hit in like the very beginning of the race. Right the end of stage 1. He and Chase Briscoe got caught up in a wreck. Larson just said the car just snapped on him, but he said he had a tire go down and he tried to correct it and then it snapped on him. But yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. He basically used the majority of his point cushion up too. Good thing for finishing second in the regular season championship by 1 point. So this was the finish. Again, you see the little light there. Yeah, Bubba just walked up at Chastain and Stenhouse just said, not lifting. His last lap coming to check, and right there is when the caution came out. Which, I mean, they were literally at the restart zone. I don't know why they threw the caution. I don't get it, man. They're literally right there at the line. What's the point of throwing the caution literally right at the line when you come to the checker? Anyway, Logano's getting out of the car now, celebrating classic Logano style, steering wheel in hand. Got the green and white confetti flying around. Very deserving of a win. This is the playoff grid. This is not the official playoff grid, I don't think. But you see there, Ty Gibbs and Craig Zaleski currently are tied at the cutoff line. That's insane. Truex 18 points below the cutoff line. He got caught up in a record with Ryan Blaney and Chris Buescher. Chase Briscoe 20 points below the cutoff line. That's to be expected. But like I said, he got caught up in a record with Kyle Larson. See, Denny Hamlin only 2 points below the cutoff line. Didn't get any stage points. Just basically rode the back all day. Austin Cindric, Daniel Suarez got great points days, especially Cindric coming up on a road course. That could possibly do some damage for him. And you got the usual drivers up there, got some great points too. But like I said, the shockers were Cindric, Suarez on the good side. Hamlin and Larson on the bad side. But Hamlin and Larson, like I said, they'll be fine. They're both pretty good at Watkins Glen and Bristol. This is the final restart. You see, Logano got a little loose there. I'm getting shoved from Blaney, and he got Chastain shoving Suarez, who was had Chase Elliott pushing him too. See, Ty Gibbs there got split 3 wide there. He was like I said, he was in the front with like 10 laps to go, and then he got shuffled out of line. See, right here, right there, Blaney lifted, which was a good thing for him, and then Chastain just stayed in it. He stayed committed, and then he just washed up the track because of the dirty air. I think that's what cost Suarez the win, because see, Suarez is stuck by himself. And Blaney gives a huge shot to Logano there. And here comes Chastain with a big one on Suarez. Had to basically lift there because he was going to wreck him. And then he got to the outside of Blaney with Suarez. Chastain, he was a little indecisive here, whether they're going to stick with the 20 or get up front of the 9, which unfortunately right there, that bump from Bubba to Elliott to Chastain, and Bubba finished him off. And then just come to the checker. So yeah, classic plate racing. If you don't have the help, you can't win. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But Watkins Glen's gonna be a very interesting race next week, with drivers either going for points in the stages and giving up track position, or going for the win itself and to get that automatic ticket to the round of 12. It's going to be a very interesting race next week. And here's Suarez coming home second. I'm really impressed with Suarez. He almost pulled off the sweep at Atlanta. I can't remember the last time. I can't remember who last swept at Atlanta. It was definitely not in this second era of Atlanta from 2021 to now. Definitely not. It had been like 2010 or like early 2000s, late early 2000s. Like that's the last time someone swept Atlanta. Had it been somebody like Tony Stewart or Jeff Gordon or something like that, or Bob Labonte maybe. Like it had been like that long ago. Great points day for Suarez. I think he's 22 above the cutoff line, so that's huge for him. Going to Bristol, I don't think he's really good at Bristol. And Watkins Glen, he's a very underrated road course racer, so I expect Suarez to be at least in the top 10 at Watkins Glen next week. He got his first career win on the road course at Sonoma, and he almost won Indy last year on the road course, so he should be pretty good at Watkins Glen next week. Should be. And the Trackhouse has not shown has been lackluster this year so far in terms of speed. Hopefully, they find that speed next week at Watkins Glen, and they could possibly sneak their way into the round of 12 with a great points day today at Atlanta, and maybe another great points day next week at Watkins Glen. A very interesting race, though, to be honest with you. It was kind of a mix of new Atlanta and old Atlanta in a way, but it was kind of like old Daytona Talladega, where everyone gets still separated in their little packs, and basically just sit there and control the race when you're in the lead. But great start to the playoffs. This was a great race. Heading to Watkins Glen next week. Should be, like I said, very interesting race. See who goes for points, who goes for the win. It's going to be awesome to watch. It's going to be a very quick race, too, maybe. We'll see. Excuse me. That's gonna do it for me, y'all. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe to the video, ring the bell so you're notified of upload. Congrats to Joel Logano getting his second win of the season. Punch his ticket to the round of 12. Doesn't have to worry about Watkins, Glen, or Bush, so he could try to go for the stage wins. Get those cheeky little extra playoff points. Or he could just go for the win itself and get those 5 playoff points next week. Because he's already locked in. The Glen and Bristol don't matter to him. But I think the first he's going to make is around 12. Unless he went to Talladega. Other than that, I don't think he's getting very far in the playoffs this year. I'll catch y'all on the next one. See ya.